Good evening, everybody. This is Harry Carey Jr. coming to you live from my home here tonight. Holy cow! We had a we had some whales of games today as well, and I'm so glad to have all my loyal viewers here tonight as well. I was just kidding, folks. This is actually Scott Manning coming to you here tonight. I just had to open the show and having a little fun here this evening. And I'm so glad to have you here with me here tonight as we get ready to go. I got the news and the notes here, and let's just go right into it. The Tigers won today 4-1. But Max Scherzer's on the mound. Look out, because he could be a threat. Because the Tigers usually have a chance to win. He outdueled Zach Greinke here today, and Victor Martinez didn't. Miguel Cabrera and Victor Martinez did not play today. Cabrera was given a day off, and Victor Martinez is still having back problems, unfortunately. So going into the All-Star break, we'll see how the Tigers do, and we'll have to see what happens with that. Masaru Tanaka is on the DL as well. No wonder, because he's been having elbow problems. It actually showed last night when the Indians just took him out of the ball game when they beat the Yankees last night, or actually on Tuesday night, I should say. And we'll have to wait and see what goes on from there. He's supposed to have an MRI somewhere down the road here to see, and they're hoping that it turns out to be good news, but they're not holding their breath because he's been having some elbow inflammation issues, and I guess they're thinking right now it could be worse than they first expected. So we'll wait and see what goes on from there. I'll pass it along to you if I get anything new on that as well. We'll have to wait and see. The Reds beat the Cubs today 4-1 as Alfredo Simon scored his 12th win of the season. He became the first pitcher in the National League to 12 wins here this season so far. As we go into the All-Star break, maybe the Reds will get red hot. Maybe they'll finally get back into the Central Division race. We'll have to see what happens from there. The Yankees needed 14 innings tonight to beat the Indians 5-4. Jacoby Ellsbury was the hero tonight. Jacoby Ellsbury was the hero tonight at the top of the 14th as he went deep. And this is good. The Yankees needed to pick me up after getting the bad news about Masaru Tanaka being on the DL. Joe Girardi was thankful they got the win tonight. The game took 4 hours 51 minutes to play, which also featured a second 7th-inning stretch and a second inning of take me out to the ball game. Unfortunately, no Harry Carey this time. Well, if Harry Carey was in Cleveland tonight, he'd probably be drunk as a sailor, as you all know. But anyway, I'll get back to that here in a little while as well. The Red Sox actually ended a 4-game split on Brock Holt's walk-off single. They ended their losing streak of 4 games. The Red Sox are also struggling this season. A.J. Brzezinski has been designated for assignment. Brzezinski is struggling with only 4 home runs this season, and they moved up Christian Vasquez, hopefully lighting a spark for the Red Sox as well to get back into the AL East race. The Red Sox manager last night announced on his radio show that they're moving him up and they're dropping A.J. Brzezinski down because he's not been performing well this season. Hopefully their youth will be able to step up and be able to get themselves back into the division race. So right now, I can safe to say that the Red Sox have gone from first to worst in the American League. After dominating last year, winning the World Series in 6 games over the St. Louis Cardinals, their chances of repeating as world champions are done. And we're not even getting to the All-Star break. I hope I'm wrong, but usually when it comes to something like this, maybe they'll get red hot. But right now, I'm not holding my breath. The Dodgers, also today, we got some more news about the Dodgers. The Dodgers organization got some major bad news. The Dodgers lost to the Tigers today, like I said a few minutes ago. The organization lost a big lawsuit today as Giants fan Brian Stowe suffered brain damage in a beating at Dodger Stadium in 2011. The courts found in Stowe's favor that the Dodgers organization was negligent in stopping the beating. It was actually a 2011 incident. Brian Stowe was a San Francisco Giants fan. This incident took place at Dodger Stadium. He also lost. The Dodgers organization lost in a big lawsuit today. They have awarded Stowe's family a $14 million settlement. And we'll have to see what happens from there. Will there be an appeal on that? We'll have to wait and see. Other scores around the league today very quickly. The Rockies beat the Padres 6-3. The Angels won today. Beat the Blue Jays 8-7 today. Arizona beat Miami 4-3. That took 10 innings to play. The Washington Nationals beat the Baltimore Orioles in a possible World Series preview. We'll have to wait and see on that. They wanted to win 6-2 today. The Mets beat the Braves 4-1. The Royals beat the Rays 5-4. The Cardinals beat the Pirates tonight 5-2. The Cardinals are all of a sudden right back in the middle of the Central Division race, and I'll get back to that here in just a second. The Astros beat the Rangers tonight 8-4. The Phillies beat the Brewers. The Brewers have dropped 3 in a row. I will get back to that here in just a second because I want to address that a little bit more here. So the Phillies beat the Brewers 4-1. Minnesota was a winner tonight 8-1 over Seattle, and San Francisco beat Oakland tonight 5-2. And another possible World Series preview. Everybody's saying right now, and I will get back to that in just a second because I want to elaborate a little bit more on that as well. All of a sudden, the 3-team race in the AL East is heating up, going into the All-Star break. The Orioles, Blue Jays, and Yankees are going at it in the East. However, the best record in the Major League Baseball and the American League belongs to Oakland right now. The best record in the National League belongs to the Brewers, despite losing 3 straight to the Phillies and only having a 2-8 record in the last 10 games. The Cardinals have all of a sudden gotten red hot, and the Brewers are going south and fast. I mean, St. Louis is getting back into the division race, so Milwaukee, you better get with it right now, or you're going to be in a world of trouble. Oakland and San Francisco, everybody's saying that's going to be a World Series preview. That remains to be seen. Oakland's got the best record in the American League. The Giants are in first place in the National League West right now, and everybody else and there's some people saying that we could have a Washington-Baltimore World Series. Baltimore's in first place in the American League East right now, in the middle of that 3-team race that I talked about just a second ago with the Blue Jays and the Yankees. All of a sudden, the Washington Nationals are still in first place in the National League East. A pleasant surprise. I thought for sure Atlanta was going to run away with it, but we'll have to wait and see what happens going into the All-Star break. Because after the All-Star break, just about anything can happen. And I've seen it so many times, I don't know where to count. LeBron James and Pat Riley had met on Wednesday for about an hour to discuss his future with the Heat. James' agent, Rich Paul, are done meeting with teams. A decision for James has no timetable, but with him going to Brazil to attend the World Cup final against Germany and Argentina, I'll get to that in a second. His decision is likely going to be sometime before he leaves for Brazil. And I saw that on the news here tonight that if Cedar Point Amusement Park has actually sweetened up the deal. If LeBron James comes back to Cleveland, they have said they will name a roller coaster after him. I don't remember which one, but it will be called the King James. If anybody knows what that roller coaster is, please pass that along to me as well. I would appreciate it. I'll let my other viewers know that what's going to happen here with LeBron James. With LeBron James, we'll have to see what happens. I've also learned tonight as well, if LeBron leaves Miami, Chris Bosh has said he will go to Houston. He's got an $88 million 4-year contract for the Rockets. If LeBron does leave Miami, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We'll see what happens. It is officially the first day of the NBA's fiscal year. We'll wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens because we could have some major news break about any time. And if anything happens with LeBron James or even Carmelo Anthony, I will let you know what happens there. We'll have to wait and see what happens. And I'll certainly pass that along to you as well. The NBA front office is even weighing in on the Carmelo Anthony issue. Would Carmelo Anthony be the question is, would Carmelo Anthony be a better fit for LA or for New York? Somebody said neither one because right now, either team is not doing that well right now with Kobe Bryant retiring from the Lakers. The Lakers had a bad season last year, and they're in the middle of rebuilding. And the Lakers, they struggled last year. They finished like almost next to last in the league. I could not believe how bad they played last year. And all this without Kobe Bryant, with him retiring, they've got nobody left. And the New York Knicks had a dismal season last year. They had a bad record. And I mean, somebody actually said, David Thorpe actually said neither one because both teams are not that good. He would not be a fit for neither one. But Chad Ford also said he would be a better fit for the Lakers because the Lakers organization is the better organization with them and the Knicks because he can actually bring the Lakers back. As the Knicks, they probably just don't even care anymore. Because I mean, after having so many bad seasons the last few years, they said it'd be better for him to go to LA because they said they could offer a better chance of winning a championship. And we'll have to wait and see what happens from there. The World Cup final is finally set. Argentina beat the Netherlands 4-2 in penalty kicks today. and Argentina will play Germany. This will be the third time these two countries have met. They have met twice before, each team winning once. Argentina in '86 and Germany got their revenge 4 years later in 1990. Germany has 3 World Cups to their credit: 1954, 1974, and 1990. And the game, and Argentina's won a few of them. I don't know their years though. The game is set for 1 p.m. on ABC on Sunday afternoon. Good luck to both teams. We'll have to see what happens from there. And we'll have to see what goes on here because if after what Germany did to Brazil, beating them 7-1, less than a World Cup victory will not be acceptable in my opinion. After the way they beat the host country, after what they did to Brazil, beating them for the first time since 1975 and ending their 62-match winning streak, it's just unbelievable. Anything less than a World Cup will not be acceptable for Germany. But Argentina has a lot to play for. They haven't won a World Cup in a while. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I almost forgot. Eric Almirola won a rain short Coke 0400, which had a big one and a huge one, which involved 26 cars on lap 98. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Adele Jr., and Tony Stewart were all involved in wrecks in Sunday afternoon's race, which was shortened to 112 laps because of rain. And how ironic it was for the number 43 to be back in victory lane after 30 years. Richard Petty took the number 43 to victory lane to score his 200th win, as Eric Almirola scored his first career win. And how ironic for that to happen. So congratulations to Almirola, and congratulations to him as they say good luck as they go to New Hampshire next week. And we'll have to wait and see what happens from there. Kurt Busch has been penalized for failing post-race inspection. His track bar was too low, and his crew chief Daniel Noss was fined $10,000. Busch was docked 10 driver points. Owner Gene Haas was docked 10 owner points as well. So it's been a pretty busy day in the world of sports. I'm just catching up on some of the news that's been going on around here. I'm going to give you a final thought here real quick before I close it out and say goodnight. Will LeBron James come to Cleveland? They are all saying, will he come to Cleveland? I think the better question is, does Cleveland want him? Cedar Point Amusement Park, like I said a few minutes ago, they sweetened the deal for him to come back. Will he go for it? But if he does come back, there's a lot of hurt feelings, so he's going to have to apologize to the city after what he did 4 years ago after he showed up for the last 2 games of their playoff series. I don't remember who they played before he left for Miami. All I remember was he didn't even show up. He didn't even bother to play. He played horribly, and that's why the Cavs have not had anything to cheer about since he left, because he basically turned his back on the city of Cleveland. But will the city of Cleveland forgive him? But what about Carmelo Anthony? What's going to happen to him? Is he going to go to L.A.? Is he going to stay with the Knicks? We'll just have to wait and see on that. But I'm telling you, wherever he goes, there's going to be some hurt feelings somewhere. If he stays with the Knicks, L.A. is not going to like him. If he stays with the Knicks, L.A. ain't going to like him. The Lakers are not going to like him either. What about Chris Bosh? I found this out tonight. He may be going someplace else. He may be going to Houston. So this is going to be a busy week in the NBA, and it may be a busy week for me by the time it's all said and done. So, I also found out my Uncle Kevin's now a Facebook friend. I give a shout out to him. Welcome to Facebook, Uncle Kevin. I just want to let you know, if you have a chance to watch any of these special videos tonight, I did do something special. I'm so glad to have you on as a Facebook friend. I want to give a shout out to all my viewers out there. I want to give a shout out to everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And like I said, we're going to have a busy week in the NBA. The All-Star break begins next week. The World Cup final is Sunday at 1 o'clock on ABC. Germany plays Argentina, just a reminder. And I just want to say a very special thank you to all my viewers. I gave you all the news and notes that I have here tonight. But if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts you want to share with me, please pass them along to me. I would appreciate it. If you have any questions, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Google. And I'm on Google Plus. All my videos will be posted there. If you want to tweet me, send me a shout out. I would love to hear from you. So until tomorrow night, this is Scott Manning saying good night, good luck, and thank you. And also, this is Harry Carey Jr. saying good night, good luck, Ain't good.